Hey guys, it's Miss Hoyt this afternoon. I am in the classroom. You can kind of see it. It's a hodgepodge mess right now. They have started the cleaning process of everything. So everything is kind of a mess, but I wanted you guys to see it and I was here. So I figured I would go live here instead of at my house. Kind of like our last farewell of school. So I am going to do our last video here and we'll go from there. Don't forget, tomorrow is the parade. We're Google Meeting at 1:30. So if you guys want to Google Meet today at 1:30, I'll send that email out. We're just going to kind of chill and hang out. It's Superhero Day. I got my superhero shirt on. Amelia is Captain Marvel today. So we're all participating on the last hurrah of third grade. It's your last Thursday as a third grader. So today we're going to read Last Day Blues. On Monday morning, before the Friday that was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell took attendance. She sighed as she called out the last name. "I'm going to miss all of you," she said. The kids nodded in agreement. "I'm going to miss my friends," said Shannon. "I'm going to miss Daisy," said Dan. "I'm going to miss chocolate milk and pizza for lunch," said Joe. Everyone felt a little blue thinking about the last day of school, even Daisy. That afternoon during recess, the students talked as they hung out at the jungle gym. "Mrs. Hartwell said she's going to miss us," said Alexandra, swinging up from a bar. "We should get a present to cheer her up," said Eddie, hanging upside down by his knees. "But what could we get her?" "I could give her the rest of my sandwich. It's my mom's bologna special," said Joss. "Or a cup of coffee, or a new pen, the kind with feathers and beads." The students thought and thought, but couldn't come up with one single idea that they all agreed on. "Well, we'll think of something tomorrow," Eddie assured everyone as they lined up at the drinking fountain. On the Tuesday before the Friday that was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell read that the final page of their last read-aloud book. "I'm going to miss circle time," said Mrs. Hartwell. "I'm going to miss science," said Emily. "I'm going to miss seeing Mrs. Hartwell wear her safety goggles during science," said Jack, giggling. And so before they got too sad, Mrs. Hartwell put on her safety goggles one last time, just for fun. "We definitely need to cheer Mrs. Hartwell up," said Andy during recess as he jumped out of a swing. "Any ideas about a present?" Eddie asked. "Nope," they all answered back. On the Wednesday before the Friday that was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell brought in her super-duper sugar cookies with extra frosting. "I'm going to miss snack time, but I can't wait for the barbecues by the pool," said Jack. "I'm going to miss recess, but I can't wait to play hide and seek outside after dinner," said Alexandra. "I will miss school, but I can't wait for summer vacation," said Josh. The class discussed their summer plans and drowned their last day blues with another round of milk and sugar cookies. "I don't know whether to be happy or sad today," and Andy said the minute they all arrived at the jungle gym. "Mrs. Hartwell is sad," said Olivia. "She probably doesn't want this year to end." "While we're swimming, she'll be reading her old lesson plans," said Walker. "And while we're playing, she'll be trying to remember the fun times we had this year." And that's when an idea zip-zapped and zinged through Eddie's brain. "I know exactly what will cheer her up," Eddie said, jumping down from the jungle gym. The class agreed. It was perfect. Making sure I didn't skip a page. On the Thursday before the Friday that was the last day of school, and he raised his hand right after Mrs. Hartwell started language arts. "We need some privacy, please," he said. And so Mrs. Hartwell took down bulletin boards around with her back to the class. She never even peeked. Well, only once. On the morning of the Friday that was the last day of school, the students dashed into the classroom. They snapped open the shades for the very last time. They did their chores for the very last time. They fed Daisy for the very last time. And as soon as the bell rang, they couldn't wait for Mrs. Hartwell to see her present for the very first time. The last day of school makes us so blue. We'll miss recess and pizza and reading too. We'll miss Daisy and cookies and friendships true. Snack time in science and learning new. We'll miss spelling bees for our test review and groundhogs that play peekaboo. The year has been great, a big wahoo. There are so many things to miss, it's true, but mostly what we'll miss is you. Later on during recess, Eddie said, I think Mrs. Hartwell liked her present. I just hope it helps, Margaret said. Poor Mrs. Hartwell, they all said sadly as they pictured their final goodbye. Teachers just hate the last day of school. And then it's time. The bell rang. Goodbye, the students called as they rushed out the door. Goodbye, Mrs. Hartwell called after them. And then she returned to her empty classroom. It's just you and me, Daisy, she said. I'm sure going to miss them this summer. But I can't wait for vacation. The end. So just like you guys with summer vacation, us teachers have summer vacation too. And we can't wait either. We're just as excited for the last day of school. I miss you all. This classroom kind of makes me a little sad that this is kind of how we left it, minus the mess because they're cleaning. And it's sad that I'm here without you guys, but I thought it was a good way send off to say goodbye. And we're going to Google Meet later in a little while at 1:30 to do our last Google Meet. And then tomorrow I'm going to drive the bus route and I'm going to wave to you all. So go by your bus route, by your bus stop, and you will see Amelia and I in our car and everybody else that's going to be there. But Amelia and I will be there in my car and we'll wave and we'll say goodbye. But I miss you all and I love you. And I hope you guys have a great day. Send me some pictures of you and your superhero stuff. Stacy sent me one yesterday. She was an incredible. And I think that's really awesome. So bye, guys. I love you. I miss you. This is our last video. So peace out. Love you. Have a great summer. Bye, guys.